Hello and welcome to yet another video. In today's session, we are going to learn about the common errors related to subject-verb agreement. Let us understand the rule of subject-verb agreement in general. In a sentence, if the subject is singular, the verb should also be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb should be plural. So now let us understand this concept with the help of an example sentence. Here, let us look at this sentence. Communication skills is very important for one's career. Is it correct? No. If you have observed, the subject over here is communication skills and it is a plural subject because we have S over here. Communication skills is taken as one whole entity. We call it as a plural subject. So is used for singular subjects and are is used for plural subjects. Because here communication skills is plural, verb should also be plural. So the correct sentence is communication skills are very important for one's career. Plural subject, plural verb. Moving on, sentence number 2 is words here doesn't matter. What is the subject in this sentence? Words. Words is a plural subject and doesn't is a singular verb. So if the subject is plural, the verb should also be plural. Words here don't matter. So don't is used for plural subject. You just have to understand that doesn't is used for singular nouns or singular subjects and don't is used for plural nouns. Let us move on. Sentence number 3 is communication skills plays a vital role in our life. So the subject in this sentence is communication skills. It is a plural subject. We have already discussed that. Now, plays is a singular verb. Here the subject is plural, so the verb should also be plural. Now the correct sentence would be communication skills play a vital role in our life. So plural subject and plural verb. Now let us look at these examples. In case of nouns, if we just write B-O-O-K, book, it is a singular noun. Everybody knows about this. If we write B-O-O-K-S, if we add S to books, then it is a plural noun. So for nouns, if we add S or ES, it becomes plural. But for verbs, it is the opposite. If we add S to a verb, it is a singular verb and it is used for singular nouns. And if we do not have an S over here, it is used for plural nouns. So these two are opposite. For nouns, if we add S, it becomes a plural. But if we add S for a verb, it becomes a singular verb. Right? So just remember this in this way. Then moving on, we have sentence 4. Incorrect statement. Clothes defines our personality. Now the subject is clothes and it is plural subject. Defines is, if we add S to a verb, it is a singular verb. So here the subject is plural. So the verb should also be plural. So what is the plural verb over here? Define. Clothes define our personality is the correct statement. Let us move on to the next sentence. Incorrect statement is think about the problem in different way. So problem is singular. So we need to use a singular verb over here. Think about the problem in a different way. In a different way is correct, or else think about the problem in different ways. Sentence number 6 is Some of the measures to be taken is. Some of the measures. Measures is a plural subject. So the verb should also be plural. The correct statement is some of the measures to be taken are. The next sentence, it have a superb view. It is a singular subject. So the verb should also be singular. But here we have a plural verb. So we have to change it and write it as it has a superb view. Moving on to the next sentence. He don't have a penny to offer. He is a singular subject, so the verb should also be singular. Don't is used with plural subjects and doesn't is used with singular subjects. He is singular subject, so doesn't is also singular verb. He doesn't have a penny to offer. So he don't have is wrong, doesn't have is correct. Let's move on to the next sentence. In that cases, it doesn't matter. So it itself says that it is a singular subject, but here cases is plural. So because it is singular, this also should be singular. In that case, it doesn't matter is the correct one. The next sentence, a student need to be punctual to the school. A student, singular subject. So verb should also be singular. So a student needs to be. If we add s to a verb, it becomes a singular verb. A student needs to be punctual to the school. Students need to be punctual to the school. That is also correct. But because we are using a student, it means that it is a singular subject. So a student needs to be punctual to the school, or else students need to be punctual to the school. So these are some of the examples that will help you to understand subject-verb agreement better. So what we have learned is if the subject in a sentence is singular, verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, verb should also be plural. Thank you for watching.